Here are Grandma's 28 poverty hacks to save money that actually work. Use potatoes and butter as a staple food. Potatoes and butter are Grandma's classic staples that stretch any food budget. Potatoes are easy to store, filling, and packed with vitamins like vitamin C and potassium. Grandma always kept a sack in the pantry because they could be baked, mashed, fried, or boiled for any meal. A pat of butter adds flavor and healthy fats, making plain potatoes satisfying. Boil potatoes with skins on for extra fiber, then mash with butter, salt, and a splash of milk if you have it. This combo is cheap, hearty, and can be the base for many simple meals. For variety, top potatoes with whatever bits of cheese, herbs, or leftover veggies you have. Eating potatoes regularly helps fill you up without spending much, and they're easy for anyone to prepare, even on a tight budget. Reuse bath water to flush toilets. Saving water around the house can lower bills and help during shortages. Instead of letting bath water run down the drain, scoop it up in a bucket and use it to flush the toilet. Just pour the used bath water directly into the toilet bowl to create enough force to flush. This trick works with water from showers too. Just collect it before it escapes down the drain. Always make sure the water doesn't have strong chemicals or too much soap to avoid any plumbing problems. Using recycled water this way is especially helpful if your area is experiencing a drought or if your water bill keeps climbing. Even small amounts add up, and you might be surprised how much water you can save every week just by making this one easy change. Eat rice and peas as a filling meal. Stretching meals was second nature to Grandma, and rice and peas were one of her go-to dishes for feeding everyone on a budget. This meal combines rice, any kind of beans or peas, fresh, canned, or dried, and a bit of seasoning for flavor. Cook rice as usual, then stir in cooked peas or beans along with salt, pepper, and maybe a little onion or garlic if you have it. The two ingredients together provide protein and energy that keeps you full for hours. This simple meal is healthy, cheap, and easy to make in large batches, which means you can enjoy leftovers or freeze portions for later. Add whatever extra veggies you have on hand, or top with a fried egg for a more hearty version. It's comfort food at its best. Make soup from odds and ends in the fridge. Soup is one of the best ways to use up leftovers and avoid wasting food. Start by looking through the fridge for leftover vegetables, bits of cooked meat, small amounts of rice or pasta, and even wilting greens. Chop everything up, saute in a pot with a bit of oil, and add water or any broth you have. Bring the mix to a boil, then let it simmer until everything is tender and flavors blend together. Season with salt, pepper, or herbs, whatever is handy. This method lets you use every last bit of food before it spoils, turning scraps into a tasty and filling meal. Serve with bread if you have some, or just enjoy the soup on its own for a nutritious, warming, and money-saving lunch or dinner. Use old wire hangers for plant support. Did you know that old wire hangers can be turned into practical supports for your houseplants? Start by straightening the hanger with your hands or a pair of pliers, then shape it into a small stake or hoop. Cut off the hook if you don't need it, or use it to anchor the support in the soil. Place the wire next to young or floppy plants and tie the stems gently to it with soft twine or a strip of old fabric. This keeps your plants growing upright and stops them from falling over or breaking in the wind. Wire hangers are strong, easy to shape, and don't cost a thing if you already have some around the house. With a little creativity, you can support even the tallest tomatoes or climbing beans with these simple, recycled tools. Save leftover coffee and make granita with sugar. Leftover coffee doesn't have to go down the drain. Instead, turn it into a simple, frozen treat called granita. Pour any extra brewed coffee into a shallow dish, stir in a tablespoon or two of sugar, and place it in the freezer. After about 30 minutes, scrape the mixture with a fork to break up the ice crystals. Return it to the freezer, repeating the scraping every half hour until the coffee is fully frozen and fluffy. The result is a cool, icy dessert that's perfect on a hot day and uses up every drop of your coffee. Granita is a classic Italian way to enjoy coffee, but you don't need any fancy tools, just a fork and some patience. Try serving it with a spoonful of whipped cream or a sprinkle of cinnamon for an extra treat. Add a pinch of salt to coffee. A small pinch of salt in your coffee can make a surprising difference. Stirring just a tiny bit into the grounds before brewing, or right into the cup, helps smooth out bitterness and brings out the natural sweetness of the beans. This trick is handy if your coffee is too strong or if you're using budget-friendly brands that sometimes taste harsh. Salt doesn't make the coffee salty. Instead, it balances the flavor and can even mask stale or overcooked notes. Many cultures around the world use this simple hack for a better cup of coffee. Next time your brew turns out too bitter, sprinkle in just a pinch and see how much smoother it tastes. It's a cheap fix that turns any cup of coffee into something more enjoyable. Use the library for free AC and entertainment. Did you know that public libraries offer more than just books? Here's a bit of trivia. Libraries are some of the coolest places in town, literally. On hot days, you can visit your local library to enjoy free air conditioning, quiet reading spaces, and endless entertainment. Most libraries let you borrow movies, music, puzzles, and board games, or use computers and Wi-Fi without any cost. Many even have free classes, events, or children's programs. If you need to get out of the house during a heat wave or just want something fun to do, the library is a welcoming, safe, and cost-free spot. Bring the whole family, and you can spend hours reading, relaxing, or learning something new, all while saving on your home's cooling bill. Dilute dish soap. Stretching household supplies is easy if you get a little creative. Grandma would always pour dish soap into an empty bottle, then add water and shake it up well to make it last longer. Even just doubling the volume with water gives you plenty of suds for washing dishes, cleaning counters, or even scrubbing floors. Diluted soap is less harsh on your skin, too. Fill a small bottle with half soap and half water, then squeeze out what you need. It still cuts grease and gets things clean, but your soap lasts much longer. Try using a foaming dispenser for an even easier wash. Just refill it with your diluted mixture. This simple hack keeps your cleaning budget low and means fewer trips to the store. Keep plastic cutlery from takeout to reuse. Instead of tossing plastic forks, spoons, and knives from takeout orders, wash and save them for future use. Rinse them thoroughly and let them dry. Then store them in a drawer or a container for picnics, lunch boxes, or quick snacks on the go. These utensils are surprisingly sturdy and can be used many times before wearing out. Keeping a stash of clean plastic cutlery is handy for parties, camping, or when you run out of clean metal forks at home. You'll cut down on waste, save money, and always have extras ready in a pinch. If you have kids, plastic cutlery is also safer for little hands and lunch bags. Next time you order food, keep those utensils. You'll be glad to have them later. Use leftover tea bags to deodorize shoes. Old tea bags don't have to go straight to the trash. They're great for removing odors from shoes. After you've made your tea, let the bags dry out completely. Place 1 or 2 dry tea bags inside each shoe and leave them overnight. Tea leaves naturally absorb moisture and bad smells, so your shoes will smell fresher by morning. You can use any type of tea bag, but black or green tea works especially well. If your shoes are really smelly, swap the tea bags for new ones every few days until the smell disappears. This trick also works in gym bags, drawers, or closets. Instead of buying pricey shoe deodorizers, use something you already have at home for free. Next time you finish your tea, save those bags for another round of freshness. Keep bread from molding by storing in the fridge. Did you know that bread lasts much longer if you keep it in the fridge? Here's a fun bit of trivia. Cool temperatures slow down the growth of mold, so bread stored in the fridge can stay fresh for up to a week or more. Just put your loaf or slices in a sealed plastic bag or container before placing them on a fridge shelf. If you don't like cold bread, you can toast or warm slices before eating to bring back their softness. Some people even freeze bread and defrost only what they need. This hack is especially helpful in humid climates or during summer when mold can appear fast. By keeping bread chilled, you waste less and save money on groceries. Give it a try and see how much longer your bread lasts. Host potlucks where guests bring ingredients. Potlucks are a wonderful way to share meals and keep food costs low. Instead of providing everything yourself, invite friends or family over and ask each person to bring one ingredient or a simple dish to share. You can choose a theme, like tacos, pasta, or salads, or let everyone bring what they have on hand. At the party, combine the ingredients into a big meal everyone can enjoy together. Potlucks build community, reduce stress on the host, and mean nobody has to spend too much. You might discover new recipes and flavors you've never tried before. Cleanup is easier too, because everyone helps. Next time you want to have people over, suggest a potluck and enjoy a fun, affordable feast where everyone pitches in and nobody goes hungry. Use food banks and donation centers. When money is tight, don't hesitate to visit your local food bank or donation center. These places are designed to help families and individuals access groceries, pantry staples, and sometimes fresh produce when ends don't quite meet. Many communities have several locations, and all you usually need is a photo ID to sign up. Food banks receive donations from stores, farms, and community drives, so what's available may change week to week, but you'll almost always find bread, canned goods, and some treats. Going early in the week can help you get the best selection. Volunteers are friendly and understand that everyone needs help sometimes. Using these resources is a smart way to make your food budget stretch further, and you'll always find a warm welcome and helping hand. Pre-arrange body donation to Science for free after-death care. Planning ahead for after-death care can relieve stress for families and even save money. Grandma chose to pre-arrange her body donation to a local medical school, which provided free transportation and cremation once the donation was complete. She filled out paperwork in advance, making her wishes clear and saving loved ones from costly funeral expenses. Medical schools use donated bodies to train doctors and study health conditions, helping advance science and care for future generations. After studies are finished, the remains are usually cremated and returned to the family if requested. This thoughtful step gave Grandma peace of mind and kept final costs manageable. If you're interested, contact a local university's donation program for forms and requirements, and make sure your family knows your decision ahead of time. Eat mostly plants, and don't overeat. Focusing meals around plants, like beans, vegetables, and grains, can help stretch your budget while keeping you healthy. Most plant foods cost less than meat and go further in stews, salads, and casseroles. Eating smaller portions and stopping when you're full means your food lasts longer and you avoid wasting anything. Plants are packed with fiber, vitamins, and minerals that help you feel satisfied, so it's easier to eat less without feeling hungry. Try filling half your plate with veggies or beans, adding whole grains, and using meat just as a flavor boost. Simple habits like chewing slowly and waiting before going back for seconds can also make a big difference in how much you eat. This approach keeps grocery bills down, helps manage weight, and supports good health for the long run. Turn old towels into rags. When towels get worn out or develop holes, don't throw them away. Cut them into smaller pieces to use as cleaning rags around the house. Just grab a sharp pair of scissors and trim the towel into squares or rectangles. No need to hem the edges unless you want to. These homemade rags are perfect for wiping counters, cleaning up spills, dusting furniture, or even washing your car. You can toss them in the washing machine to use again and again. Making your own rags means you buy fewer paper towels, which saves money and reduces waste. Keep a basket or drawer full of these rags in your kitchen or laundry room for easy access whenever there's a mess. Turning old towels into something useful is a simple way to get more from what you already have. Regrow kitchen scraps in water. Many kitchen scraps can be turned into new plants with just a glass of water. Save the root ends of green onions, lettuce, celery, or even carrot tops and place them cut side up in a shallow dish of water on your windowsill. In a few days, you'll see fresh green shoots start to grow. Change the water every couple of days to keep it clear. And once roots are well developed, you can plant the scraps in soil for a bigger harvest. This method lets you get extra meals from leftovers you'd normally throw away. It's fun for kids to watch the process, too. Regrowing scraps in water is a nearly free way to stretch your groceries and keep your kitchen stocked with fresh greens. Give it a try with whatever vegetables you have. Reuse glass jars for storage. Empty glass jars from pasta sauce, pickles, or jams can be cleaned and reused for storage all around the house. Wash them thoroughly and remove the labels by soaking in warm water. Use the jars to store dry foods like rice, beans, flour, or pasta, or keep leftovers in the fridge. Glass jars also work for holding screws, nails, buttons, or craft supplies. Clear glass lets you see exactly what's inside, making it easy to find what you need. Tight-fitting lids help keep foods fresh and protect against pests. Reusing jars instead of buying new storage containers is an eco-friendly way to organize your pantry and reduce waste. For extra charm, decorate jars with labels or fabric scraps, and you'll have storage that looks good and saves money. Save bread bags for food or trash. Don't throw out the plastic bags your bread comes in. They can be used again for many purposes. Shake out any crumbs and store the bags in a drawer or container. Use them to pack lunches, cover bowls of leftovers, or wrap up homemade baked goods. Bread bags are also handy for collecting small trash around the house, like bathroom or car garbage. They're the perfect size for dog walks or picking up after pets in the yard. Reusing bread bags saves money on buying new storage or trash bags and cuts down on plastic waste. Next time you finish a loaf of bread, just tuck the bag away for another use. It's a simple habit that makes life easier and keeps more plastic out of the landfill. Put soap slivers in an old sock and use as a washcloth. When bars of soap get too small to use comfortably, don't throw them away. Collect the leftover slivers and put them inside an old, clean sock, preferably one without holes. Tie or sew the end shut, then use the sock as a washcloth in the bath or shower. The soap lathers up through the fabric, making it easy to use every last bit. The gentle scrubbing action of the sock helps exfoliate skin, and you won't have to deal with slippery, hard-to-hold pieces. Just hang the sock to dry between uses. This simple trick makes your soap last longer and keeps waste to a minimum. It's a great way to use up both worn socks and soap scraps that would otherwise end up in the trash. Repurpose plastic bottles as watering cans. Empty plastic bottles can easily be turned into handy watering cans for your plants. Rinse out a bottle, then use a heated needle or the tip of a knife to poke several small holes in the cap. Fill the bottle with water, screw the cap back on, and you've got a homemade watering can with a gentle sprinkle, perfect for seedlings or indoor plants. Squeeze the bottle lightly to control the flow. Larger bottles work well for outdoor beds, while smaller bottles are great for window boxes. This simple hack keeps plastic out of the trash and saves you money on gardening supplies. When a bottle starts to wear out, just recycle it and make another. You can even keep several bottles on hand, filled and ready for whenever your plants need a drink. Make a broom from tied together twigs. A simple broom can be made from things found in your own backyard. Gather a bundle of sturdy twigs, all roughly the same length, and tie them tightly together at one end using strong string or twine. For a better grip, attach the bundle to a long stick or branch as a handle, or just use the bundle as is for small areas. Trim the ends of the twigs to even out the sweep. This homemade broom works well for sweeping porches, patios, or garden paths. It's a great way to use fallen branches and save on buying new cleaning tools. If the twigs wear down, just gather a fresh bundle and repeat the process. Making your own broom connects you to old traditions and puts yard waste to good use. Mix lemon juice and sun to bleach stains out of fabric. Lemon juice and sunlight are a powerful natural combo for removing stubborn stains from fabric. Squeeze fresh lemon juice onto the stain, making sure the spot is well soaked. For extra cleaning power, sprinkle a little salt on top. Lay the fabric flat in direct sunlight for a few hours. The sun's rays activate the acids in the lemon, helping to lift out tough spots like berry stains, sweat marks, or yellowed whites. After a few hours, wash the fabric as usual. This method is safe for most whites and light-colored fabrics, but should be tested on a small area first. No harsh chemicals are needed, just nature's own bleaching power. You'll be amazed at how bright and clean your clothes look after just a little time in the sun. Make DIY moth repellent with citrus peels. Instead of tossing out citrus peels, use them to keep moths away from your clothes and pantry. Dry orange, lemon, or grapefruit peels in the sun or a low oven until they're crisp, then place a few pieces in small cloth bags or old socks. Hang or tuck these sachets in closets, drawers, or cabinets. The natural oils in citrus peels release a fresh scent that repels moths and other bugs, keeping your fabrics safe. Refresh the bags every few weeks by squeezing the peels gently or adding new dried peels as needed. You can even add a sprinkle of cloves or a stick of cinnamon for extra protection. Using citrus peels is a cheap, chemical-free way to keep your storage spaces fresh and moth-free year-round. Use the sun to naturally deodorize musty items. Grandma knew that sunlight was one of the most powerful tools for keeping things fresh. When blankets, clothes, or shoes started to smell musty, she'd lay them outside in the sun for a few hours. Sunlight naturally kills bacteria and dries out moisture, both of which cause odors. Spread items out on a clean surface or hang them on a line where they'll get plenty of direct sunlight. Flip them halfway through the day to expose both sides. This method works for pillows, books, or anything that's safe to leave outside. After sunning, items smell fresher and feel cleaner without the need for sprays or chemicals. Bringing things outside regularly can also brighten colors and extend the life of fabrics. Another simple hack that costs nothing: turn broken furniture into firewood. Broken chairs, tables, or bed frames don't have to go straight to the landfill. If the wood is untreated and free from paint or chemicals, chop it up and use it as firewood in your fireplace, wood stove, or backyard fire pit. Start by removing any nails, screws, or metal piece. Use a saw or axe to cut the wood into manageable pieces. Store the firewood in a dry place until you're ready to burn it. This approach makes use of materials you already have, keeps bulky items out of the trash, and saves money on buying firewood. Any small scraps that aren't suitable for burning can be used as kindling. Before burning, always double-check that the wood is safe and untreated to avoid harmful fumes. Use vinegar and baking soda for almost all cleaning. A bottle of vinegar and a box of baking soda can tackle nearly every cleaning job in your home. Sprinkle baking soda on sinks, tubs, or counters for gentle scrubbing. Spray vinegar on glass, mirrors, or countertops to cut grease and leave a streak-free shine. For clogged drains, pour baking soda down first, then add vinegar to make a fizzing reaction that helps clear away buildup. Together, these ingredients remove odors, clean stains, and disinfect surfaces without harsh chemicals. Make an all-purpose spray by mixing equal parts vinegar and water in a spray bottle. Avoid using vinegar on stone surfaces like granite or marble, as the acid can cause damage. With these two basics, you'll spend less on cleaning supplies and keep your home fresh and safe for everyone.